Greetings, math fans. All right, this is day one of chapter 5. All right, and what we're going to do today is basically it's kind of reverse of what we've done in the past couple days. Remember, the past couple days, I asked you guys to find the slope, given 2 points, but for the most part, you had an equation, and then with the equation, you would graph it. Well, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you information, and you're going to create an equation. So this is chapter 5, and at least for today, you're going to create an equation. Now, most of the time, especially for the first part, you're going to write it in slope-intercept form. And remember that it's y equals mx plus b. Okay? And this is actually this is super easy. The first type of problem here. Okay, super easy. If I give you the slope is negative 2/3, and I give you the y-intercept is equal to 0, 8. Okay, the question is, I want you to give me an equation in slope-intercept form. This is so easy. I could not give you an easier problem. So what you're going to do is you're really going to write your m is your slope, and b is the y-intercept. Of course, it's just a number, so it's just going, in this case here, it's going to be 8. So in this case, b is 8. So literally your answer is y equals negative 2/3 x plus 8. Okay? It's so easy. And if I give you, let's try another one here. How about slope of negative 7 and y-intercept of 2/3. Now this is a little tricky because a lot of times they think the slope is always the fraction. It doesn't have to be. Okay, and so actually you're going to write it as y equals negative 7x plus 2/3 because b is equal to 2/3. Okay, that is super easy. That's going to be a question on your quiz. You're going to see that probably one of the first questions of the quiz. Better not get that wrong because it is so easy. All right, the second part is I'm going to basically give you a graph, and you're going to come up with the equation. Okay. Now the nice thing about it is all the graphs I'm going to give you, you're going to see y-intercept. So let me just give you an example here. And of course, I have no grid here, so I'm just going to create my own grid. And let's just say I give you a point right here, and I give you a point right here. Okay? What you're going to do is you're going to get 2 values off of this. You're going to get the y-intercept. That's really easy. That's where it crosses the y-axis. So that value of the y-intercept it's a coordinate, but really I'm looking for the value of b. Okay? And the value of b is 3. That's where it's crossing the y-axis. And then how do you find the slope? Well, from this point, and I want to go to this point, and you count. It doesn't matter which one you go from. So if I go from, if this is the first one to the second one, do you guys agree? I go down 2, so it's negative 2, and to the right 2, positive 2. So my slope is negative 1. Okay, and so my equation is y equals negative x plus 3. Really easy. Okay, let's try a couple more here. Okay, so we got a point here and a point here. So this would be given a graph like this. Okay, well again, that's really easy. This point right here, math fans, b is equal to negative 2. Your slope is rise over run, so I'm going to go up 2, so positive 2, and run 1, 2, 3, 4. So that equals 1/2. That's your slope. Okay, then your equation is y equals 1/2 x minus 2. Okay? Very, very easy. Let's try one more here. Okay, what about this point here? And this point over here. Well, isn't b is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Okay, that's half your battle. And your slope. Well, it doesn't matter which point you go from, right? If I go down and to the right, it's negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So m equals negative 5. And run 1, 2. So it's negative 5 halves. So your equation is y equals negative 5 halves x minus 5. Now let me tell you a couple mistakes that people make. Okay. Well, actually, a mistake that you can't make is if you chose to go from a different point. Let's say I went up instead and over. Well, if it's up 5, it's 5, and over 2 is negative 2. You get the exact same thing. Okay, so it doesn't matter because the slope is the same. Remember, math fans, if you look at the slope, isn't it going downhill? So it's a negative slope, and that's kind of how you remember that. All right. Some of the common mistakes that people make with this is they, of course, don't pull off the correct y-intercept. So you got to be careful about that, and even counting the slope. Okay, and I still get people that like you need a y and an x in these problems. Okay, that's sometimes an issue. So let's actually do another problem here. If I put a point there and there. Well, do you guys agree your y-intercept is right here? So b is equal to 0. Your slope is up 1, 2, 3 and over 1, 2, 3. So m is equal to 3 over 3, which is 1. So your answer is y equals 1x or y equals x. Plus, so this is what I don't want you to do, 1x plus 0. You got too much information there, or stuff that you don't need. I want you to give me y equals x, and that's actually your answer to that problem. Okay, so that's really not that bad to find these equations. Again, you're just counting the rise over run, and you're looking at where the slope is, and once you do that, you're pretty much good to go. Okay, always count. Now, even though you're going to see a point here, you're always going to have a point on the grid. If it's not on the grid, don't use a point. That's pretty much the way I look at it. Okay, so let's try one more here. Uh-oh. What is this? Spam problem. Boo, or yay, right? Spam problem. So what's the equation of that line? Y equals 3. Okay, now, does it have slope intercept? Nah, it's not really slope intercept, but that's a special case. It does if the answer is y equals 3. Very important. Okay, what about this one? Well, isn't that a vertical line? Isn't that x equals 3? Okay, so again, there's no slope-intercept form for this guy here because it's x equals, but that's important concept to understand that type of graph. X is equal to 3, okay? And, and again, you just kind of know that x equals is a vertical line, and y equals, upside down y is an h for horizontal. Okay, that's it, math fans. That was actually pretty mellow, and just be really, really careful about all this stuff, and make sure you're counting correctly, and you understand what a positive, negative slope is, and you'll be good to go. All right, have a nice day, math fans. Goodbye.